A benched prospect receives a call from his advisor. Who wants to see his advisee get back on the playing field. The road to the show is not always a straight or predictable one.
Minor League Baseball is live and on
And
the air
now,
on the
please
show.
welcome
Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Portland Sea Dogs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Henry Diaz, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last 3 starts, all 3 he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his 4th in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Play ball. 3, 3, 3, 0, 3, 3. 4, take your base. Out, out, out.
Stepping into the box, Michael Bisce, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. Heading out towards shallow
go
right.
halfway, get halfway here.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to third. Throw won't get him. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Catcher, Juan Centeno.
Pitch is popped up. Rosales is under it. 2 gone. On to first, a double play. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no error. Into the box now, Brian Kaiser. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 2-2.
1-1-1.
The middle. Bisce takes. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Now batting, Michael Bisce. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Now batting.
Digging in, Juan Centeno. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Chavez. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. On to first, and they get the double play. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits. Standing in,
now
Michael Bisce. He singled his last time up.
Bisce.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. 1 run is scored. 2 runs score. It's cut off. So all 3 runners are in to score.
Base is loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Digging in now Juan Centeno, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Centeno.
A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Ready for another shot now. Brian Cairo. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. In the air.
Come on,
out
Dick,
to
you're scoring.
Chavez sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate. Now to the plate, Brian Kaiser. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Kaiser.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Adam Cornell.
Shortstop, Adam Cornell.
Hit hard to short. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Ready once again, Michael Bisce. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Bisce.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chacin will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Bisce. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Bisce.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Dero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
This is in the air out to right. Chacin giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Sea Dogs took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Henry Diaz earned his 5th win of the year. Bruce Odom permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Portland Sea Dogs. Steven Novoa, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around and turn around.
Pitch popped up. Queen is under it. But the second baseman calls him off and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Stepping up now, Michael Bisce. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Michael Bisce.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got one out.
So striding in, Juan Centeno. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Skied into straightaway right. Chacin on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Stepping in, Michael Bisce, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Third home run for him on the year. And with it, they've left in front now 3-1.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Bisce. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. To third.
Stay here.
Griffith is right there. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Next will be the designated hitter, Luis Padilla. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Digging in and looking for more, Harold Pauly.
The first baseman.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw goes over to third. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
And as a former pitcher.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Bisce. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Velasquez moves over. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Elmer Chacin. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out. 9. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
5-2 the final today. Portland took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Stephen Novoa with his 4th win this season. It's baseball. It's the show.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it comes your way next.
Your Trenton Thunder.
Esteban Chavez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40.
Striding into the box, Michael Bisce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Bisce.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground toward short. Nakajima ranges to his right. And there's out number 2. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Mark DeRosa, what do they have to do to get the season off to? Striding forward now is the DH, Alan Guzman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch on 2-2. A double play ball to second. 4. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
And this is just a mental lap.
So coming to the plate, Michael Bisce, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Bisce.
Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Now at the plate, Hans Randall, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. To the left side. Fielded cleanly. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2. Stepping into the box, now Michael Bisce,
the second baseman. Michael.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Now this will rattle up against the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get in there safely. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
So digging in now, Sam Bond. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Runs up and gets this one down. Riddle is there. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. after this. Striding in once again,
Now
Michael Bisce.
Second baseman, Michael Bisce.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line runs.
Calling for it, Palacios. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and two men left on. Digging in the switch hitter, David Royer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Bisce comes up. Throw on to first, two gone. At the plate, Michael Bisce. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats.
Bisce.
First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Randall. And that's the third out. Nothing across here this half. Now in the box, Ricky Bailey, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 1-2. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double? One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
They couldn't turn the inning.
Digging in once again, Roger Palacios. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. This is hit to third. Will it be two? To second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
Well, he shows right there. Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Sea Dogs pick up win number 20 on the year. Jason Benitez gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Colton Brewer wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Sea Dogs. 3 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 14 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safe.
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Your Trenton Thunder.
Brandon Dietrich, a Pennsylvania-born lefty, gets the ball to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
It's on the ground out to second. Bisce is up. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little.
Into the box,
Leading
Michael
off,
Bisce.
second
First shot for him here.
Michael
2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Centeno.
Hit on the ground to third. Reined in to second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Ready now, Roger Palacios, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this is knocked down on the mound. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play, and hopefully the pitcher's okay.
That was kind of a high.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Bisce. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score.
Digging in, Eduardo Hernandez. He drew a walk his first time up.
Eduardo Hernandez.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's on to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. In now, Michael Bisce. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Bisce.
From the stretch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Settling in now, Hans Randall. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. Play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
A little bit over halfway home tonight. At the plate, Jess Barrera, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Will Riddle. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. Making some adjustments.
And that's out number 1. Ready for another chance. Michael Bisce. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. You're scoring, drive to center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Man, he smoked that thing. That a boy.
That's the difference between average and good hitters. Good hitters almost always take advantage of RBI opportunities when they present themselves. He does it here, and the lead is now 4.
Now at the plate, Juan Centeno, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Juan Centeno
comes set with the 0-1. And this is popped up near second base. Barrera will put this one away, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
And tonight's final, 7-3. Portland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Freddie Rivera gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the Victoria Sea Dogs. 7 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. They left 7 runners on base.
The Sea Dogs have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this.
Thunder.
Francesco Mota starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Slapped hard the opposite way into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the 2nd out. Striding in, Ricky Bailey. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Bailey.
Chops this one out towards second. Bisenius has. Throw to first is in time for the 1st out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team's starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're
set to get his day started, Eduardo Hernandez, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around. And softly hit down to 3rd, likely no shot at 2. 1 there, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue. Now at the plate, Michael Bisenius.
Second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Bisenius.
Line to the right side. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Sam Bond. Bisenius leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. The 2-2. Looped over toward first.
Make the turn, round it.
He'll flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no error. Stepping in, David Valenzuela. He reached on a single in his first try.
Valenzuela.
Here's the 0-1. Play ball to second. 4. A tag for 1. And the throw is not going to be in time, as he's able to reach. Standing in, Michael Bisenius. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Heading out towards shallow right. Hernandez on the move, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Ricky Bailey. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit this game if this continues like this. In today's game with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up. It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone.
Now at the plate, Michael Bisce.
The second baseman, Michael Bisce.
Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Good at bat right there. Good job.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
First offering on its way. Ball 1.
No strike.
A bullet to first base. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your unassisted double play. Digging in, Michael Bisce. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Michael Bisce.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard towards center.
All right,
and that'll get down
on.
for a
Right
base
there,
hit.
right in.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
The batter.
At the plate, Sam Bond, and their runners at the corners now.
Bond.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Queen. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Michael Queen.
Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, and the lead is now 7-2. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far. You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
7-2, the final score this afternoon. Portland used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Carlos Hidalgo takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching ML.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. A player is encouraged to turn a weakness into a strength.
The game's future stars are on
And
display
now,
as
please
minor league
welcome
baseball comes your way on the show.
Portland
Tonight it's the first of three to start the new
Sea
week between the Hartford. Henry Diaz will be on the mound for the series.
Three. He's out. 3. 4. Take the base.
Into the box now, Michael Bisce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Michael Bisce.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball, and no one will track it down. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. And we got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Batting 7.
So
That's
striding
shortstop.
forward now, Brian Cairo, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Pulled toward right center field. Kincaid coming in. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So no runs on. Into the box now. Hunter Gribble. He flew out in his last at bat.
Gribble.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on.
2.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Michael Bisce. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. Stepping into the box, Phil Cameron.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some 1-1 on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Digging in, Michael Bisce, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Bisce.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Queen over at second. Millar on at first with nobody out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hollins moves over. He's got it 1 away. Now batting, Michael Bisce.
Second baseman, Michael Bisce.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Ryan Cairo.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
This is on the ground over the first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits. Digging in now, Hunter Gribble. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. He's surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
There's one. Standing in, Jose Murillo, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Soft liner to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Portland jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Henry Diaz earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Number 46 pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jason Benitez closes the door for the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First for the Victoria Sea Dogs. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is Stephen Novoa is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Manny, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts. Has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Leading up for the Sea Dogs.
Now to the plate, Michael Bisce. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Line towards center field. It's down for an extra base hit as they have their first hit of the contest. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Stepping up now, Juan Centeno, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Bisce. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Bisce.
First pitch of the at-bat. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line and right. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So striding in, Juan Centeno, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. High chopper to third.
Come on.
Murillo scoops it up, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Coming to the plate now, Brian Cairo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Cairo.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
Hold up here.
Double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Ready for another shot now. Michael Bisce. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it.
Ready once again, Michael Bisce. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
So stepping in, Juan Centeno, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He struck him out, in and out of trouble as the inning is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
7-5 tonight's final. Hartford took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Yency Almonte earns his first win of the season. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Portland Sea Dogs. It's baseball. It's the show. Randy James, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Arellano is on his way home as he arrives at second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Stepping in, Michael Bisce is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night.
Bisce.
First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled to the right side, and a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so, so I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Batting 6.
Coming to the plate now, Juan Centeno. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He swings and misses, throw down. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through for a hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Batting 9.
Striding into the box, Rolando Hahn is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kincaid will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Stepping up to the plate, Gio Arellano. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. That certainly attests to this, only amassing a solid 1 career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And a good save at first on the offline throw, so they just get. So coming to the plate, Vance Kincaid. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Kincaid.
Breaking ball's bounced out towards second. He's got it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Stepping into the box, Michael Bisce. He
Leading
starts
up
the
for
inning,
the
and
Sea
Dan, they're
Dogs,
down 6 in the early
the second
going. So
baseman,
what do they need to do to claw
Michael
back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now at the plate, Gio Arellano.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Into the windup.
Gio
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Arellano.
Gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. So digging in now, Michael Bisce. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Michael Bisce.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Adams looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. At the plate, Michael Bisce. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Michael Bisce.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Digging in and looking for more. Juan Centeno. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. Leading off the inning, Tom Yang, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Pounded back up the middle. Bisce takes it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Not a lot you can do with that.
Striding in once again, Michael Bisce, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lined hard toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Remind me to stop making predictions. This thing looked out of hand, but I should have known better to think that this thing wasn't going to get any closer. With these two offenses, it's going to be back and forth till the final out.
Juan Centeno.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Hit on the ground to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. Hartford led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. It's baseball on the show, and
Ladies
it's coming up next.
Your Reading Fighting Phil.
Bruno Rivera gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year.
Now in the box, Michael Bisce is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night.
Bisce.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 on its way. Hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble.
3. Ball 4. Take your base. You're out. 3. Ball 4. Take your base.
Leading off the inning, Orlando Fuentes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stage when they're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key to get on and get a big inning started.
And there's one down now. Ready now, Michael Bisce comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ball game.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
One there, on to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yusniel Ramirez. He drew a walk his first time up.
Ramirez.
The 1-2. Sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Cleary, base runner at first with one out. A bouncer up the middle. And he is in there.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends of your own team.
Digging in once again, Michael Bisce. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Bisce.
First delivery to him on the way. Slap hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. Digging in, Michael Bisce. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Hit well on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors. In now, Richard Osuna. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but got burner wheels down the first base line. himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And that's the first out. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Miguel Valenzuela, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning from second base. Bisce fields it clean. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Into the box, Michael Bisce. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Bisce.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. There's ball 4.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Settling in now, Rolando Hahn, and he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. 1-1. Here it is. Weak roller right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men. Ready for another chance? Michael Bisce. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Line toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. At the plate, Juan Centeno, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-2. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The throw home. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
8-5 tonight. Number 72 claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Sea Dogs. 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 17 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's baseball. It's the show. Keith Hirsch will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ben Francisco. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's certainly got to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his. He's got to get back to what makes him successful, put back, drive something right back up the middle.
And that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Michael Bisce.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here's the pitch.
Bisce.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lifted in the air out to right. Ponce is there, 2 down. Striding in, Dwight Hicks. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Dwight Hicks.
Towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. Stepping in, Michael Bisce. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning. But he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Otis Johnston. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially in a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest.
On to first, and they turn the double play.
Just a 2-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they roll up your basic 6-4-3 double play.
Now at the plate, Michael Bisce. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Now the pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Bounce to first.
Dig.
He can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Adrian Velasco. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Adrian Velasco.
Softly over toward the right side. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how.
Standing in, Yusniel Ramirez.
First baseman, Yusniel Ramirez.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Runner for second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Redding jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Keith Hirsch wins his 3rd of the season. Jarrett Marin records the save, his 13th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. It's baseball on the show. Jason Braxton gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that's off the left field wall. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
Digging in, Juan Centeno. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. 2-2. Here it is. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no error. At the plate, Bennett Cleary. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in.
Cleary.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, look at the slide. He's up with it. The throw. Touché, sir. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Now at the plate, Michael Bisce. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks. And some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Pops this one up. Fuentes is there, and he's got it for the first out. On to first, a double play. Into the box now, Yusniel Ramirez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yusniel Ramirez.
Runner goes for second. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits. No. Digging in for his second at-bat, Orlando Fuentes. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Fuentes.
Well, the second, this could be 2. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So striding forward now, Michael Bisce. He singled his last time up.
Bisce.
First pitch on its way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Yabu has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Orlando Fuentes, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Up. Popped up. Bisce settles under it near second, and that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second, but now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be? Digging in, Michael Bisce, and this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Fuentes will stay with it as he backs up.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Redding came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Alexander Couch claims the win out of the pen, his first. It's baseball. It's the show. And it comes your way next. Les Cummings, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Heading out towards shallow right. Osuna moves over. 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yusniel Ramirez.
First baseman, Yusniel Ramirez.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Now batting, Michael Bisce, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. 0-1 the count. Bond stands at second with 2 gone. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Stepping into the box, Juan Centeno, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Centeno.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Standing in, Dwight Hicks. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Dwight Hicks.
Softly to the right. Queen charging this one. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. Digging in now, Otis Johnston. He flew out in his last at bat.
Otis Johnston.
3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And he will bypass the double play possibility and take only the out at first. Now to the plate, Michael Bisce. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way.
On the back, find the ball.
One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Stepping up now, Juan Centeno. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Centeno.
Comes set, the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another
Now
shot,
batting,
Richard
right fielder.
Osuna.
Richard.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Osuna.
The inning as it's sent out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adrian Velasco. He singled his last time up. Grounded towards second by Senius. And that's the second out. So striding in, Michael Bisce.
Second baseman. Michael.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Johnston is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in the face and salt this game away for his guys.
A 1-run finish.
After trying this player out in a new role, his team likes what they've seen. The most direct road to the show is not always the one that was first envisioned. A coach is sent to offer guidance on training for a specific position.